welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. I'm Catherine Falk with Cox Communications. Thanks for joining us today. We have a special guest, Jeanne Sanders. She's the Executive Director of Volunteer Fairfax. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about Volunteer Fairfax. What's its mission?
Well, Volunteer Fairfax is a private nonprofit organization that mobilizes and connects individuals and resources to the nonprofit sector.
And it really plays such a great role here in Fairfax by connecting businesses and people with things to give to great nonprofits, right?
It does, and surprisingly, here in the Washington metropolitan area, we have over 3,000 nonprofits, and about 1,000 of those are registered with Volunteer Fairfax. So there's a wide variety of needs that the community can help fulfill.
And how do you promote the work of Volunteer Fairfax and get the word out about the great work you do?
Well, we do it in many different ways. We talk to newspapers, so we're in print. We're out there on TV like this. We have a radio show that airs on Sundays. We try to go to as many fairs as possible, and of course, in today's technology world, our website is our best outreach vehicle.
And you were telling me that you work with corporations so that you can provide a link on their intranets,
right?
And that you also go and do fairs for them to promote the work to their employees.
Exactly, and we work extensively with corporations in this area. We're a very highly economically driven community, and we need to reach out to people where they spend the majority of their time, which is at work.
Now, you have so many different nonprofits you're connected with, but how do you make that easy for somebody who's got limited time and a limited interest?
Well, there's two different ways. Number one, if you're comfortable doing your own search, you can go to our website and go to the tab that says Volunteer Now. You can select and put in that, let's say you want to volunteer on a Saturday in Herndon with animals. It will sort, the computer will sort it for you, bring it up, and you'll have your information, and then you just call and connect yourself. Another way is through our Volunteers for Change program, which is for working adults and young people, and it's nights and weekends. And there is a set calendar that you look up online, register for a project, and go volunteer and go home.
And this is also a great team-building activity. I know we did this here with our executives at Cox. You can take a team and come to Volunteer Fairfax and say, we'd like to do an activity, whether it's a Girl Scout troop or a church group.
And groups. We work with a lot of groups, and we have a specialist, a group coordinator on staff who can help connect those groups and fit all of the parameters of what they're looking to do. Whatever the mission area, whatever the day of the week, whatever the time, and no matter how many people are involved.
And you do some special outreach to youth as well.
We do. We have a youth leadership program that occurs every June. It's called the Points of Light Youth Leadership Program. It's a week-long program for high schoolers, and it's very competitive. But we also have other programs where we reach into the community, and one that I'd really like to talk about is called a Celebration of Giving and Sharing, and that's where we go into the elementary schools providing backpacks with school supplies and books, but specifically to talk about what is volunteering and what is giving and sharing.
And you specifically go into schools where the children have specific challenges economically.
Economically, yes. We look at the schools that have free and reduced lunch programs and at a high percentage, and then we have targeted 4 schools this year, and the idea is to go in and help them and understand about volunteering.
Great. Now, how can people find out more about Volunteer Fairfax?
Go to our website at www.volunteerfairfax.org. It's all listed there. Pretty self-explanatory. We've made it as simple as possible.
And you need volunteers, and you need corporate donations, and all those great things.
We do. We do. Thank you so much.
Jeanne Sanders, thanks for joining us from Volunteer Fairfax, and thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Have a great day.